There are 5 foods I never eat to stay lean, whether I'm in a fat loss phase or not. I want you to focus on what makes these foods unhealthy and not supportive of your nutrition, so you can apply that knowledge to other suspicious foods in the future. Number 1, a 6-ounce portion of yogurt with fruit on the bottom has 32 grams of sugar. Half of that is from added corn syrup and sugar to make it super sweet. This is not healthy or serving your nutrition. It will cause your blood sugar to spike, and your body will release a burst of insulin to clear that sugar. And insulin often overshoots when you eat too much sugar, causing your blood sugar to crash, which creates a cycle of making you crave more sugar. Do this instead. I take a half a cup of frozen blueberries and mix it with a container of Chobani zero sugar Greek yogurt. It tastes amazing because the texture feels like ice cream. Now you have a great healthy snack, 12 grams of sugar and 8 grams of natural sugar from the fruit. And it's less than 100 calories. Number 2, canned baked beans come in a sauce with added brown and white sugar. I know you've eaten them, especially at a barbecue. And because the fiber is located inside the bean, it doesn't have a chance to slow down the rate of absorption of the sugar, which will quickly spike insulin release. And remember, when insulin is high, all fat burning stops. A cup of baked beans has the same amount of sugar as an 8-ounce soda, which is just a nasty piece of business. Do this instead. Eat your beans of choice packed in water. You get the nutrition without the sugar. Just open a can and rinse the beans, add to a salad or on the side with some protein. Hot sauce or salsa goes really nice with beans. Number 3, a California roll is basically a Japanese sugar bomb. The seaweed it's wrapped in contains essential nutrients, including iodine, calcium, and omega-3 fats, which is great. But it's the sushi rice and imitation crab that do the damage. Both are fast digesting carbohydrates with almost no protein. Believe it or not, imitation crab has 15 grams of sugar per serving for taste and to stabilize it, whatever that means. This is another food that will spike your insulin and then send your blood sugar crashing. If you didn't already know, when insulin is high, all fat burning stops. Do this instead. Order a salmon roll wrapped in rice and seaweed, so you get a nice mix of protein, healthy fats, and carbs. Did you know that sushi rice per 100 grams cooked equals 35 grams of carbs, as compared to jasmine rice, 100 grams cooked has just 25 grams of carbs. So you have to be very careful with your portion size. If you're in a serious fat loss phase, order sashimi, which is thinly sliced raw fish or seafood, and skip the carb piece altogether. Number 4, fat-free salad dressing adds sugar to provide flavor. The removal of fat reduces your body's ability to absorb many of the vitamins found in salad vegetables, known as fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. They can only be absorbed by the body when they're mixed with dietary fat. Basically, the fat acts as a carrier to allow the vitamins to travel through the digestive tract and into the bloodstream. So if you're using fat-free dressing, you're basically eating a high-calorie sugar dressing without the nutrition or the health benefits. Do this instead. Mix balsamic vinegar with olive oil or almond oil, which happens to be my favorite. It tastes nutritious and supports your nutrition. Number 5, reduced fat peanut butter. It's sweetened with sugar and corn syrup solids. Sounds tasty. And they extract the healthy monosaturated fat to replace it with hydrogenated vegetable oil to prevent separation. Do this instead. I eat all natural full fat peanut butter, the kind with the peanut oil on top that you have to mix in. And there's absolutely no added sugar, just protein and fat. Warning, some of you may have trouble with portion control when it comes to peanut butter. If so, it's not worth the risk if you're in a calorie deficit. Here's 5 bonus foods you may want to try, especially if you're in a fat loss phase and eating a lower carbohydrate diet. Number 1, pork chops often get overlooked when it comes to a high quality protein source. 6 ounces of pork has 46 grams of muscle building protein, and there's only 2 to 3 grams of fat per ounce, which isn't a lot in the grand scheme. But that's what makes it taste so good. Did you know pork chops contain a high amount of selenium? Selenium is a mineral that helps with many bodily functions. The most important being that it helps the thyroid gland produce hormones that control metabolism. Pork chops, especially when carbs are low, are delicious and satisfying. Number 2, full-fat cheese gets a bad rap in nutrition. I'm referring to the hard cheeses, not the fake processed variety, colloquially known as shitty cheese. You can sprinkle an ounce on broccoli for flavor, but remember, it's always about portion control. Cheese is like peanut butter. It can get away from you if you're not cognizant. Did you know cheese is an excellent source of casein, a slow digesting high quality protein that supports muscle growth and repair? Number 3, iceberg lettuce has a high amount of beta and alpha carotene, which are potent antioxidants, as well as vitamin K, folate, calcium, potassium, and vitamin C. Plus, iceberg lettuce is way cheaper than romaine lettuce, and you get more volume per package. Give iceberg lettuce a try when you're in a fat loss phase, or even if you're not in a fat loss phase. Number 4, sardines packed in water are an amazing snack. One tin has 140 calories, 7 grams of healthy fat, 19 grams of protein, and 0 carbs. Add mustard or hot sauce to level up the taste. Number 5, chicken thighs beat dry chicken breast any day. Yes, they have more fat, 1 gram and 11 calories more per ounce, but that's why they taste better. Just make sure to control your portions. Do you see a recurring theme here? It's not about foods being bad. It's about eating too much. Your portions are out of whack. You'd be surprised how many tasty things you can eat when you keep your portions in check, if you're trying to stay in a calorie deficit. Speaking of trying to get lean, watch the most powerful fat loss diet ever. And as always, thanks so much for watching.